featuring a little jewel that your grandma 100 years ago or 50 years ago really did not have access to in this capacity. Moissanite, aka carborundum, not a very sexy name, but when the very high-tech process of creating this man-made jewel has almost, I would say it's been perfected, honestly, because I've been seeing this stuff for a few decades now. Since it's perfected to this level, it gives you, as a consumer, an absolutely unbeatable method, an option when it comes to beautiful gemstones and jewelry. Thank you, Tyler. All right. Hats off to Tyler behind the scenes, driving the big bus of savings, touching all the screens, touching all the keys, touching all the things, so that we can work together to bring you some really amazing things during what we call our live stream shows. These happen next to and simultaneously with our television shows, which of course are 24/7 and have been for years and years. That's right. You can watch live television with us, live products and presentation 24 hours a day. And you can do the Shop LC Double Dip. That means you can watch us on television. You can pick up the TV shows on TikTok, Facebook, all the places, YouTube, the Shop LC VIP page, for goodness sakes. And at the same time, you can actually watch your television and you can watch a live stream. So live stream is really unique because it's really a very sort of come on over and sit down at my kitchen table and let's have a big old glass of tea or a cup of coffee and let me get out my jewelry collection and share something with you. Pick something wonderful for yourself today. It's that kind of thing. Got to remember, live stream prices are only good for 48 hours. We give you incredible deals right here in the live stream shop. And every single item in every live stream show is 25% off. Yes, we're going to have some bundle and save opportunities as well. And if you thought that Moissanite was a diamond simulant or a diamond lookalike, oh, honey, you are so wrong. So here's how this works. There will be some number, like there's right there, it says shop 1. So those numbers of what item we're on will be right here. When you type shop 1 or whatever the item is down below in the chat and hit send, the Shop LC website is going to send you the link to that item on the website. It's a direct connect. You're going to be able to check out all of the information. You're going to be able to check out the photo album that we have. So you've got all sorts of information. Then you can take advantage of buying that item. You can put it in your shopping cart and check out because, Tyler, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't everything in the show today free shipping? I think everything is free shipping
Yes,
today.
Everything over $50, so we should have free shipping on everything.
Yeah. Now, and don't think, it's going to be expensive, because it's not. Now, if you're a fan of white gemstones, I'll tell you something. Moissanite, thank you, is probably something that's already on your radar, because diamond for so long has been the aspirational stone. You think of it in terms of bridal or, the traditional silhouette of, opening bending the knee, opening the box, showing the ring. Yay! We think about it in terms of sometimes forever and always, but the truth is, Moissanite is going to be a deal, whether it's bridal or I call it bridled or unbridled. Okay, so wherever you are in life. If you just want beautiful, well-made, high-quality, incredible light dancing jewelry, you really should not think about Moissanite. You should just pick the piece you want and grab it, okay? If you have any questions about any item, get on the phone and talk to our personal shopping team, 888-835-2237. Write it down, 888-835-2237. They'll help you out with explaining what budget pay is, interest-free, no credit check, no qualifying, only 5 payments, short-term payments, big-term value, long-term value. They'll help you out. If you want to drop ship these items to somebody else, if you see that and you go, oh, man, Aunt Sally is really going to love that. Aunt Wanda is going to love that. Roberta is going to love this. We'll ship it straight to their doorstep. And remember, you have a big 30-day window to make sure that you are really scooping these up. And that's important because I'm looking at quantities. We have 7. We have 8. We have 12. We have 2. All right? We have 2. And by the way, of this one, we only have 5. Who's your superhero? Who is he? All right, Father's Day. It's already February, the middle of February, for goodness sakes. March, April, May, June. Father's Day, you count it down in time. It's about 16 weeks away. We've got this one right now. We're going to bring it to you in the show with a 25% savings. And it is time for you to come on in here and do right by the Papa Bear. Are you getting ready to go to that reunion this year? You know, the one where you're already having a lot of tuna and eating a lot of celery, and you got to walk into that room and you got to own it, baby. Yeah, that's significant time. And we've got this one and this one. We're going to call this the Whirling Dervish of Sparkle, and they match. And there's something extra in store when we have those moments where things match. So we're going to get you going. Again, type anything you want in the chat, and Tyler will keep me going because sometimes I can't see it because of the lights, but he will shout it out. What's funny?
You just mentioned the tuna for the family reunion. I went to my grandmother's birthday, and we had some family there. I was doing that exact thing. Before I was like, tuna sandwich every day. I was like,
I know. Who makes your favorite tuna salad? Mom. Oh my gosh, my mom makes amazing tuna salad, and it's just so simple. I don't know how she does it. It's like 2 or 3 ingredients. It's like celery and a little Miracle Whip, and you put it all together. But it's magic.
I'll make the same exact thing. It tastes like crap.
No, it tastes like what happened, right? It tastes like what happened. All right. Let us know in the chat. What do you put? What's your secret ingredient in tuna salad? Okay, tell us below, because we've got your secret ingredient for sparkle right here and right now. And the thing that I love about Moissanite as a gemologist and as a diamond grader is that Moissanite just such has an amazing level of sparkle. And that's not your imagination. That's actually the physical property of this amazing material. Moissanite is named after Henri Moissan, and he was a French chemist. He was looking for something that he could put in his chemical furnace because he was looking for something that could withstand the heat, y'all. He was looking for something that had a very high heating point. And somebody discovered some little shiny crystals in a meteor crater in Arizona, the Diablo Canyon. And he was able to look at those, and he thought he discovered a source for diamonds. And he was excited. Diamonds have a reputation as sometimes the ultimate gemstone for us gals out there. But you know what? On the mineral side of the category, Moissanite and diamonds are both extremely hard, 9.5 and 10 on the Mohs scale, and they have a lot of other physical properties that make them very desirable for a lot of high-tech industrial purposes. Yeah, diamonds and Moissanite are like the gal and the guy who's hardworking during the day. They get in there, they hustle, they grind, they scrub, they do the things, they run the errands, they do the things. And then when it's time to get dressed up, decked out, ready to go, you're there putting on all the sparkle. So they're some of my favorite gemstones, and I hope that you will at least try some of these items. All right, item number 1. We're going to this one. I was gonna not tell you, but this is a spinner, y'all. And the pendant. Also
we're going to start with the necklace.
Are we just going to start big?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. We are going to start with a truly magnificent option. Now, let me show you something. A lot of times when you're creating a design like this, it's not 360. So you don't get the, oh my gosh, who do you know in what kingdom? And how in the world did they borrow that from you? Is there a guy walking behind you like talking into a suit coat because now you've got a bodyguard and a security guard? It has that look and feel, doesn't it? I mean, absolutely incredible and beautifully crafted. All right, the V, the sweetheart shape on this. Ladies, if you are doing anything, I mean, if you're going to an anniversary, if you're walking down the aisle, any formal, any semi-formal, heck, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be so affordable that even if you are just the boots and jeans kind of gal and you've got a bling bling belt and you appreciate some crystal on the back pockets of those jeans, you might even wear this with your favorite cowgirl hat on the weekends. Okay. Now, word to the wise, we have, when we produced the Celebrity Glam line, we had a couple hundred. The carat weight here is, I'm just going to say 60 carats. The thing about Moissanite and the dollars that you spent, okay, if you see a piece like this, you're going to see it almost exclusively at a high-end retailer. And this might be one of those things that you're looking through. Maybe you're looking through a photo album of the things that Richard Burton lavished on Elizabeth Taylor during their relationship. This has that Elizabeth Taylor kind of glam to it. I mean, pull out those iconic names of fashion, your Hollywood favorites. Even in today's world, you watch the award shows, the Grammys and all the Oscars, and you watch all those, the Golden Globes, and you watch those. And this is the red carpet look that sometimes celebrities don't even buy. They borrow it. They just borrow it. And then they get followed around by the security entourage throughout the whole show. It's kind of annoying. And then at the end of the show, that guy with the microphone in his sleeve and the earbud in his ear, he's riding around to just, okay, man, we'll take that back right now. Go to the party. Follow you around the whole time. All right. Now we have 65. We have 6 of these. And the choices are with yellow gold vermeil, okay, or you do have rhodium over sterling silver. So the base of this, the foundation, is sterling silver, and then you've got luxury finishes on top. And that's a well-established manufacturing concept. What's not well-established is the live stream price that you're about to get on this. The pear shape at the bottom is 22 millimeters by 15 millimeters, okay. The center stone is 21 carats. No. Okay. Roll up for a second and let me see the weight of this one, because I think this one is like 10 or 12 carats, if I remember right. 21 carats. Oh, no, it says 2 moissanites, but there's only one there. Oh, I got you. These two together, the top and the bottom, those two, this one and that one, and you have to look at the top one and go, oh yeah, there's another one there. 22 carats between those two. Total carat weight in the entire piece is 60 carats. So a third of the entire carat weight is right there in these two massive pear shapes. And the cutting on these is incredible. This gives off over twice the amount of sparkle and fire that a diamond does. I mean, this just ricochets light all the way through it. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Your live stream price today, our regular price on this, and I have seen these go out the door. Chuck sold them, Anker sold them. Many of you have picked them up as an Anker treasure chest deal. These are absolutely incredible. You could add our estimated retail value on a piece like this in moissanite and sterling and gold or sterling and platinum is right around $6,000. But if you were to take this to the ultimate and you were to say, okay, that's an EF VS diamond, even VS, and you said, this is going to be let's just say 14 karat gold. Okay, we'll be conservative. I would bet you that you're looking at easily at least 120 grand. Easily. The thing that makes this so beautiful is that there is as much skill and thought and deliberate elegance built into this as if you had slid the black card across the counter and said, yeah, I'll take it. Your everyday price on this at Shop LC is not even close to $6,000. Your everyday retail price on this at Shop LC is under $1,100. It's at $1,069.99. For the last 6 of these, okay, in 2025, guys, this is the year. This is the 250th, anniversary celebration for just the USA in general. So if you're getting ready to go to a gala, you're going to any of those beautiful balls, or if you're just going to have the event in your life that's the milestone marker, please put this on your neckline and walk into that room with your head up and your shoulders back. Walk slowly, because there will be a ripple of silence and all eyes will turn and look at you. It's magnificent. Your live 25 price drops this down to $802. So it's less than 11 with already 5 budget pays locked in. Right now, everyday price on this, your budget pay is a very affordable $214. Okay. But when you lock in the live stream 25, live 25, guess what? Your payment goes from $214 to $160. Yeah, you're saving $54. You're saving $54 on each one of those budget pays. And there's just 5 budget pays. I'm not talking, 5 years, aka 60 months. I'm talking 5 budget pays for the ability to add this to your personal collection as perhaps your most amazing family heirloom. You will wear this many, many times to many, many occasions, and you will pass it on. Please take a picture of it in the box when you get it home. Put it on your neckline. Take a glamour shot of yourself. This is the kind of thing that deserves its own album. And let me just show you on the back side, because I want to show you how gorgeous this is. Now, this is specifically put together, and it's moissanite all the way around. So this is specifically put together a little bit different than a bracelet. This one is designed to give you that drape, because the dynamic of designing for this part of your body is different than an all-around wrist. If you look at these little links, these are built in with a little bit of give all the way around. So that box clasp with those two safety closures, man, you can dance the night away, or not. But however and whenever you wear this, it's no longer, I'm just going to go to that thing. It becomes an event, it becomes an event. And this is probably the best example of what sets us apart from every other online brick and mortar retailer out there, is our ability to source these stones. So there's a company that originally brought moissanite to the market, and you can go back out and look at their collection. And I'll tell you something, it's pricey. It is pricey. So, in today's marketplace, for us to be able to produce these pieces like this is just stunning. All right, your budget pay is $160 and change. But you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And the thing is, please understand that the live stream shows, we incentivize you to buy it now, because we know that as we go through life, we're human too. We all have those moments where you say, oh, man, I should have. That's called a regret. You regret things that you don't do. We're building in a review window for you. You've got a 30-day happiness guarantee, which means you lock in the live stream price right now. You've got a budget pay of $160, which, by the way, is about $5 a day. So think about it in terms of how you're impacting your budget on a daily basis, if that helps you. And yeah, that's doable. Okay. By the way, there's no interest. So 160 and change is going to stay 160. There's no added, 10, 12, 30% interest on that. So I love that for you. Okay, Tyler, do you happen to have a pen? Let's see.
Pen?
Yes, a pen. Because this one somehow has managed to lose its writing tip. I don't know. It's came out there. All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, my friends, thank you so much for getting in on those. And just take a look at it. I mean, it's worthy of just a little preview. So spend just a couple minutes, type in shop one, and go down below and just wait. When you get that link back in your chat, just click that link. Oh, thank you. You want that one? All right. Just click that link and go over to Shop You'll See, and you'll see it on the neckline. You'll see even a little video of how it looks. And, this would really not be possible if not for our incredible team that wants you to have that deep dive in how it looks, okay? But I love the video feature as well. You'll have a little spot where it shows you the measurements, and you'll see it on a neckline as well. But man, what a spectacular piece. Absolutely beautiful. Shop one, there's the number. Type it down below. We'll send you the link, and your budget pay gets locked in. $214 in 47 hours and counting. But right now, for this little brief window in time, you can save 25%. Okay, 25%. So thank you for getting in on that. It's a truly magnificent piece. And thank you so much for joining the live stream. Drop a hey, howdy in the chat below. You can watch us on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube as well. And if you missed a show, you can actually go back and review them. There's a live stream library online at shopyou'llsee.com. And of course, you can pick those up on YouTube as well. So thanks a bunch. YouTube is really quick and easy to download. You can add it, of course, to your phone. You're probably already there. But you can also put it on your smart TV. So that's huge as well. Did somebody say huge? I am just always just mesmerized by moissanite because it is so impressive. Moissanite, everybody's always looking for, a simulated diamond or a diamond stunt double, or let's do this in place of diamond. That's why for many, many years, women chose and wore white topaz, natural white topaz. But there's really been sort of an industrial revolution in the jewelry industry. And out of that has come cubic zirconia. Before that, it was something natural, maybe white zircon or maybe white topaz or some other white gemstone. But in today's world, these are elevated to their proper position so that as consumers, you are not compromising when you add moissanite to your collection. You most certainly are not. That center cushion cut is 7 carats, and the dimensions at 14 by 10 means that you are getting a visual experience that pops and rocks and just looks fantastic. The mounting is very substantial. Let me see if I can show you this. Because when you're looking at the mounting on a piece, that's giving you the manufacturing DNA. And you can see right away that there are just so many gorgeous details. This one is going to be shop 2. And you've got 10 karat white gold. In fact, you've got 5.9 carats of white gold. Now, gold over the last 12 months has increased by over $2,000 per ounce. This was not manufactured in the world of $5,000 gold. This was manufactured in the world of probably $1,800 gold. That means you're already getting a savings by spending the then price on gold, but you're getting the now value on gold. And we've got it in the live stream for you. Now, word to the wise, there are 7 of these. We have 6, 7, 8, and 9, but white gold is an absolute game changer. And did you notice this incredible chevron design on the shoulders? Look at that. Beautiful chevron design with a little bead details as well. And then you have more moissanites stacked on the edges as well, and some really intricate styling in the gold itself. All right, Shop LC price $1999.99. You have an estimated retail value of about $8,000, and that's an estimated retail based on gold and moissanite, not diamonds, because a 7-carat diamond with those types of clarity levels, again, you're talking of probably close to or maybe more than $100,000, because this is a luxury item. Moissanite gives us a very consistent performance. It is always on. It is always gorgeous. And at Shop LC, it is always affordable. Your price on this at $1999.99, we're going to crush it today, my friends. Your live stream price is going to take your budget pay from $400 down to $299. You're saving $100 on every single budget pay. And that is the way to go. Of course, you don't have to budget pay anything, but it gives you an option for money management. There's no interest on these. If you want to do the whole thing, your price for the live stream goes from $19.99 to $14.99. Yeah, but you can lock in the savings, still have your 30-day review period, and get a chance to take a deep dive into a piece that is so rich and so elegant and so sophisticated. These are Shop LC exclusives. We're not just a reseller, looking for opportunities. These come from the pure inspiration of our design team, and then they hand that design off to the casting team, and from there it goes through every single station and process until the end result is an incredible piece that you will feel absolutely proud to wear and look fantastic while you're doing it. All right, Shop 2, type that down below. Get yourself back to Shop LC. Total carat weight here is 7.65 carats. And remember, that center moissanite, that 7-carat cushion cut in the center is really the diva of the show here. So that's Shop 2. We have 7 of those going around. Tyler, do we have any questions out there? Anybody want to know anything about moissanite, or anybody want to say hello? Do we have a question? Do we have an answer to the tuna salad question? I don't know.
Not yet, but we have Tara Nicole looking to Shop 2.
Hey, it's nice to have you out there. So glad to have you out there. John, thank you for being with us this morning as well. So make sure that you're using all of your inspiration. So many times, and I don't mean this, it's going to sound bad, but I don't mean it that way. I've worked in retail. I am a retail consumer, and it's just so exciting to see that you have options as that we have at Shop LC. Now, by the way, that one is in 10 karat white or 10 karat yellow. So when you type in Shop 2 down below, you can actually see how it's going to look in either or. And do we have the live stream price on both options? Let me just ask that. We'll see that, but you'll see that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can you show the yellow gold option on the screen behind us? Because there's a little playful workmanship on the yellow gold item. And they're both linked together. So if you type in Shop 2, you'll see it. You know what? Well, that's okay. We'll let people do that online. Oh, and actually,
throwing it up behind you.
What's that?
I'm throwing it up behind you.
Okay. Look at this. Now, there it is. And it's gorgeous. Look at that. That 10 karat yellow gold on top of that sterling silver, it just makes a huge, huge, huge price. Gold has gone up crazy prices. Silver has more than doubled. Silver, I mean, if you listen to anybody on YouTube and you don't know a single thing about precious metals, listen to the conversations about the price of sterling silver and what it's done in the last just few months. And it's almost an anxiety inducing conversation because it's something that is just such a part of what we do. And it's such a part of every day that we don't think about it. Sterling silver is the old faithful of precious metals, but it's doing things, y'all. It's on the move. It's on the groove. All right. So beautiful piece there. All right, we're going to be moving shop 2, and you can see both color choices online. Type in shop 2, the item number, which is up here. When you type it down there, we'll take you right back to the Shop LC website, and you can take a deep dive into every single item. So I love that. All right, my friends, let me know where you're watching from today. We're right here in Austin, Texas. I want to invite you to Gem Fest. It's coming up tomorrow. So if you're watching anywhere in the Central Texas area, or you just want to get over to the place where the planes are and jump on one of those flying machines and visit us in Austin, we'd love to have you. No special thing required, just a little bit of curiosity and adventure. And you could take some people will take a live tour of the studio. We've got lots of great things for you to look at and shop with. So if you're that tactile, hands-on shopper, this is a great experience. But there's some fun events too. We've got some workshops, and you're going to learn about pearls if you want. We've got a fashion show and really great snacks. I just promise you, we don't want you to wear yourself out, okay? Blood sugar is not going to be an issue tomorrow. You are going to be well fed, well entertained, and hydrated. So lots of great deals coming up. Gem Fest tomorrow, right here at Shop LC. We're at 100 Michelangelo Way in Austin, Texas, and we'd love to have you part of the fun tomorrow. All right, we're going to keep the glamour going with another all around, and just like we call a necklace, a bracelet, a tennis bracelet, we call this a tennis necklace, and that reference is kind of interesting. You know where that reference is from, Tyler?
I just heard the other day, apparently there was like a tennis player and her bracelet fell off.
Yep.
Something.
Her name was Chris Everett, and for a while, she was the diva of tennis. She was like the Serena Williams of my era, okay? She was fierce. And that was sort of the beginning of professional female athletes and athletes in general wearing jewelry as part of their everyday wardrobe. Stopped the match when her bracelet fell off, and it's been forever and always called a tennis bracelet. So anytime it goes all the way around, whether it's diamonds, any gemstone set in a continuous 360 around a neck, around a wrist, we call it the tennis style. So I love this. Now, this is 18 inches, which means this one is going to sit, find your collarbone notch, and it's going to sit about 2 fingers below that typically. This one weighs in at 37 carats. Okay, we're not playing around with this one either. And I would bet you that each one of those is going to be 5 to 6 millimeters, which means you've got at least half, probably close to 3/4 of a carat maybe in each one of those. There are altogether, 84 moissanites. 84 moissanites. Incredible. One of the things about moissanite too is that it gives you this consistency of sparkle. One of the things that I've done in this industry over many, many years is work for a diamond importer. And as a diamond importer there in Chicago, sometimes customers would send us a blank. So they would have the mounting, and they didn't have the inventory in stock. Most jewelers don't these days to put together a 37 carat necklace. So what you do is you take your blank piece of jewelry and you send it to your diamond dealer. And then somebody in that picking room sits down and goes through parcels and parcels and parcels until they have 37 stones that look very similar in the color and the clarity and the size and the way that they're cut. And that consistency of cutting, if you will, is the secret sauce behind white transparent gemstones and their sparkle. When we're talking about moissanite, you're talking about something where the cutting on this can be extremely precise. And that means you are going to get an over-the-top sparkle experience, not to mention the fact that this material already is about 2.5 times more fire than diamonds. Our everyday price on this has 2 5-star reviews. Check them out for yourself at Shop LC. Type in Shop 3 down below and check out those 5-star reviews. Okay, we have 8 of these, all right? Our suggested retail, what you might find on a similar piece out there in the world of regular, ridiculous retail, is going to be about $3,400. Now, you can argue that there are going to be some places that have a much higher price tag and some that maybe don't have the same. But generally speaking, medium, about $3,400. Our price, because we do the direct sourcing and the design and the manufacturing, we do the manufacturing process. Our everyday price is $670, $669. Our everyday 5 budget pays on this brings your budget pay already down to $134. Okay, 5 interest-free payments at $134. Your Live 25 coupon today, put that in your shopping cart, type in Live 25 at checkout. You still get the budget pay. You get the 30-day review. And now your budget pay goes from $134 down to $100 and change. So that means over the course of those 5 budget pays, you've saved on top of the difference between regular retail and Shop LC. And you can see what the middleman influence is. It just jacks up the price every single time. And that's just the process. I'm not throwing any shade. I'm just saying that's the method. Every step along the way, every wholesale, the design, everyone along the way adds their own 5 or 10 or sometimes 15%. And that comes out of your pocket. That's how regular retail that doesn't do every step dissolves into basically you're buying it from the manufacturer to $669. That's what happens. But the Live 25 is a game changer because now it's gone from the Shop LC price of $669 to the Shop LC live stream price of $502. $502. Not 5 payments of $502. 1 payment of $502 if you just want to own it all together right now. But if you wanted to play around with how this suits your budget, you could take it down to $100 and change, which is about, wait for it, $3 a day. Yeah. Make your coffee at home for a few pennies and put that fancy coffee into something that is really beautifully made, incredibly strong, and the presentation on that is stunning. Okay, word to the wise, we have 8 of those. So that's going to be shop 3. The number is there. Type that number down below. Hit send. We'll send you back all the information. 18 inches, 37 plus carats in sterling silver. And it's a very substantial metal weight on that. So you're talking about, I would bet that that's easily 10 grams of sterling silver and then finished off with a very high quality rhodium finish. So beautiful choice on that. All right. My name is Becky Booker. Thank you for watching the live stream. Write it down, 888-835-2237. That gets you in touch with the live stream dream team. If you have questions about payments or plans or shipping or anything like that, or maybe you're looking for a companion piece that we're not showing you today, the live stream, the personal shopping team can help you out with that. 888-835-2237. All right, let's get you to number 4. Moissanite really is a standalone because when you look at it as just as a precious gem, sometimes we say, it's man-made. It's not that big of a deal. It's a big deal. You're talking about a process that's incredibly high-tech. It's been actually one of the holy grails of alchemists for who knows how long. Those guys who were in the service of the ruler of the land, the ruler of the realm, and they were tasked with how to take everyday ordinary elements and convert them into precious things like gold and jewels and silver. So this is just modern day alchemy, and it's real, it's science, it's solid, and these are gorgeous. And these are the single crystal, big sparkle result of something that was originally discovered at the impact site of a meteorite, for goodness sakes, the Diablo Canyon. You can check all that out. Now, this kind of has an iron cross or kind of like a little bow tie design. So if you look at the setting, you can see that you've got a little crisscross here on a sort of a set on the corner, and then these 2 little pear shapes, these little kissing pear shapes that kind of make a little bow tie. The thing that struck me with this right away, Tyler, is, normally you have a bracelet, right? Let's do a regular line bracelet. This is a beautiful bracelet. We're going to get to the standard tennis bracelet here in just a minute. But this one, because of the way the links are set, has a certain way that it fits on your wrist. The mobility on this, I mean, this is super flexy. It fits on the wrist and it absolutely glides through every moment that you have. Look at the fold back on that. I mean, anytime you get that level of flexibility on your wrist, you know right away that you're going to have just a silky smooth feel on this one.
Yeah, it's very movable.
It is. I mean, it's just flexible. It looks like this one's been doing yoga. I mean, you got some flexibility here. An insert box clasp, of course, you've got that, okay, and 2 safety closures as well. Look at that on the wrist. Oh, my, my. All right, this one is going to be shop 4. And we do have this in 3 different sizes, which is something that a lot of retailers are unable to do. We've got it in 6.5, which gives you 3.65 carats.
Good morning, Amanda.
What is it?
Saying good morning to Amanda.
Hey, Amanda, thank you for joining us. I'm so glad that you're out there. Let me know if you own Moissanite, and if you do, tell me why you love it, okay? One word or all the words, up to you, but good morning, my friend. Thank you for joining us on the live stream show. All right, we've got a 6.5-inch bracelet that weighs in at 3.85 carats. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm doing the right one. Okay. We have 6.5 and 7.25. Got that wrong. 6.5, 7.25. The 6.5-inch bracelet has 13 carats. Yeah. The 7.25-inch bracelet has 14, almost 15 carats. And you know, every single one of those little moving pieces and parts. Tyler, do you do Legos at all? Or you might not be.
I've done them, and I did them recently a couple months ago with my nephew.
Okay, and what do you think about, I mean, they have some little teeny tiny niblets and giblets now in Legos, right? And the design, when you look at the finished piece on the box, you don't think of it in terms of how many pieces it takes to put that finished piece together. But when you open all of those little packages and you dump out all those pieces and parts, you go, holy cow, there's a lot of pieces to this. There's a lot of moving parts. That's how this one is, Tyler. I mean, the flexibility on this is just gorgeous. Everyday price at Shop LC was $469. But because we are down to the last 14 of these in the vault, it's already on clearance at $352. Now, your Live 25 is going to take a clearance price and crush the price down to $264. And then you can divide that into 5 payments of $52 and change. Less than $2 a day. For a piece that, I mean, if you're a gal who loves diamonds anyway, we've had people, Tyler, that have written in and said, you know, diamonds, I love you, but I love my Moissanite so much more. Really? I mean, it's like the overachiever in the world of white gemstones. It's like, oh, sparkle, dispersion, yeah, I've got once, twice, 2.5 times more dispersion than diamond. And
I keep hearing that people love them more because of how brilliantly they sparkle in the sunlight in just everyday use compared to diamonds.
Yeah. Do you want to know what that is? We call it fire. And for the longest time, there's so many words now, and there's so much that we know in the world of gems and jewelry that we didn't even know, let's say 100 years ago. But that thing that we've always called fire, those little bursts of sparkle that come out of especially white stones, what you're seeing is light goes through that material, and then it comes out wherever it exits that stone. The light beam actually breaks apart a little bit. Well, the higher this thing called refractive index, the more it shreds the light. I mean, seriously, it's like looking at a head of cabbage and then you got coleslaw, okay? You have a single light beam that all the time goes into these stones, and then when it exits moissanite, when it makes that, breaks through the atmosphere kind of thing and it leaves the stone, guess what? This material literally takes every single beam of white light and shreds it, rips it into its rainbow colors. That's why you see sparkles of blue. You'll see twinkles of pink and blue. There's no surface coating on these. This is just the magic of moissanite. It is what it is. It's a material called carborundum, or it's called carborundum. And like I said, it was originally, people started looking at it originally for technology views. And then somebody said, hey, what if we could grow this in single crystal? Because this has got some pretty amazing characteristics. And the retail jewelry industry has never been the same, Tyler. There are people who have said bye-bye to diamonds and hello to the magic of moissanite. I'm going to invite you to try it, okay? When you see a piece that pops up on your screen in this event right now, this is an event. These prices are good for only 48 hours. When you see a piece on your screen, just say yes. Don't hold back. Follow your instinct and your heart, okay? Shop with your heart. We've done all the heavy lifting for you, the styling, the manufacturing, the sourcing, and we've done it with savings in mind, and not savings that's just a low price. Heavens to Murgatroyd. No, not just a low price, but something that for every dollar you spend, you just have, I can't even describe the multiplier. The effect of these is stunning. Okay, beautiful. Now, the centerpieces are little moissanite squares, and that's why they're set on the angle. So they have this beautiful edgy kind of juxtaposition to all of those beautiful little bow ties. The softness of the pear shape combined with the edginess of the squares. And they're all brilliant cut stones. I mean, they're really, really spectacular. All right. This one is shop 4. Type that in below. And, buying and owning beautiful things when you're part of the Shop LC family is no longer a dream. It's no longer when I get the car paid off, when I get the dog's teeth cleaned, the barrier to ownership here dissolves. And we are very passionate about making sure that it's kind of a big playing field. We want you to have options because we know that you don't at regular retail. We're very, very focused on the joy of owning beautiful things. Our motto is to joy, delivering joy. You're going to see our logo, which literally says delivering joy. D''JOY means delivering joy. And in addition to that, every piece that goes out of the warehouse, we provide a meal for a hungry kiddo. Your purchase not only adds an incredible piece of beautiful jewelry to your collection, but it also feeds a hungry kiddo. A few years ago, we said, okay, got to be a corporate responsible member of the corporate global community. What do we do? Where can we have the biggest impact? Childhood hunger. Our home office is in Jaipur, and there are a lot of kiddos there who don't automatically have the opportunity to get an education. They have to be out sometimes doing menial tasks or sometimes just begging because the family has to survive. They have to eat. When we can provide meals for those kiddos through a school environment, guess what? The kids get a good meal and they get an education. That's been the heart and soul of this project. The project has expanded to serve communities here in the U.S. as well through a program called No Kid Hungry. It provides school lunches. There's also sometimes summertime backpack programs, which provide nutrition throughout the summer months when school's not in session. So it really does make an impact. And we are grateful for you for allowing us to grow because through the partnership that we've had and our continued love and passion for beautiful things, guess what? Over 150 million meals between the U.S. audience, the UK audience, and now the audience in Germany. So not only are you adding beautiful things and delivering joy to your family, your friends, and maybe even putting a smile on your own face, but you're also delivering joy to one of the most important places, and that is feeding the kiddos that are the next generation. So thank you for allowing us to do that. All right, coming up next. Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready. The Celestial Bow Bracelet. Let me give you one more look before we move on. That's a gorgeous piece, my friends. And of course, it's called Celestial because this is something that we like to say is, I think it's born of stardust originally. And then you've got the little bow ties, the little kissing pear shapes right there in the center. All right, Tyler, are you ready? Are you ready? We are moving and grooving. We are moving and grooving. Remember, my friends, the live stream shows happen multiple times throughout the day. You can pop in on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and watch them there. You can go back to the Shop LC main page and look at the live stream library and see all of the episodes there. So if you love if you'd like to follow a particular member of the team, or if you want to see the presentation of a particular item, it's there for you at shoplc.com. Okay. Listen. Okay. Listen. These are amazing. First of all, these are set in 950 platinum. Okay, so that gives you a little bit already of a peekaboo into how important and how significant this item is. This is probably one of the most, gosh, I'd love to have that looks ever. Ladies, long hair, short hair, a few candles on your cake, or if you have officially reached fire hazard status with the candles on your birthday cake, it's a combustible event. Nobody's going to be looking at that. Everybody's be looking at your lobes. Now, word to the wise. These are in platinum. We have, oh my gosh, we have 3 pairs and that's it? Yeah. Okay, we have 3 pairs. This is going to be shop 5, and we're going to do a very quick presentation here. So you've got just under 2 carats in each ear. Gentlemen, start your earlobes. Get in here. Platinum is another one of those metals that has really seen some huge jumps in the metals market recently. These are in 950 platinum. That's the thing about precious metals, my friends. It always holds on to value. It's one of those safe havens. You want to feel comfortable about making an important purchase like this. Let it start with you knowing that precious metal is always valuable. And I don't care if you're talking about platinum or gold or silver, any of the 3 nobles, the 3 kings of precious metal, it holds on to its value. It's always a status symbol. These have a screw back as well. Your everyday price on these is $399. Now you can look online, and if you found these in platinum and moissanite, if you found them for that suggested retail of $2,200, I don't know, I would say, you can eat my hat. I'm just saying. But our price is $399 every day, any day that ends in Y, except the day and the little window, that 48-hour window where you are tuned in at just the right time. Maybe the universe is telling you you're meant to be here and these are meant to be in your ears. Our everyday low price on these is $399, okay? Now, that's silly and that's wonderful. These do have a threaded post, which means the post is going to be just a tiny bit thicker, which is great because the screw back has a double layer. So this is not one of those push-on, screw-off backs. You've got the foundation and you've got the extra security layer of the little U-shaped wishbone on top. Every day, $399. Every day, any day, all day long. Okay? 4.2 on the reviews. Our price on the live stream saves you 25%. So you go from $399 to $299. And that second layer is important because it means it'll take you a couple of, it's not as fast as a push-on, but I love the fact that it will adjust automatically to your earlobe. And I'm not going to screw it all the way on. I just want you to see it on ear. Wow. $299, which means your budget pay goes from $80, which I do not have a price at $80. I'm honestly shocked that these are $399 in platinum, not layered, not platinum plated, not platinum bonded, platinum, 950 platinum. And you've got almost 2 carats in each ear. Amazing. All right, your live stream price on this takes it down to $299. This is just a yes for 3 of you who are in the right place at the right time. And a lot of people say, well, I'm not sure about the screw back. Listen, it's really your BFF in earrings, especially if you love to wear a larger stud and you've ever lost a larger stud or a smaller stud, because it's just not fun. But that extra, you automatically will find the center of the earring back, because that's what we do. And once that comes together, you give it a quick turn and you're in, you're locked, you're loaded. The push-on screw-off backs are no bueno. They're just not. I'm just going to tell you. You want something like this, which takes a little extra time and a lot of extra metal comparatively to get that on. All right, live stream, that's going to be shop 5. Thank you so much for taking a peek at that. We're doing Moissanite today. We're going to be doing, the next show are some great CBD products. And we've got a surprise guest who is going to really, really, really help us take a deep dive into these products, because there's a lot of good happening in that marketplace as well. So Moissanite right now and CBD coming up in the next show. So thank you for joining us, live stream fans. Let me know how you're watching us. Are you watching us on your TV? Are you watching us on your smartphone? Which app are you using? Let me know. Drop that in the chat below. And good morning, early birds. I'm so glad that you're jumping in all these massive deals. Now, one of the ways that you add interest and honestly save money is to create a big footprint, but instead of big single solitaires, you fill in that space with smaller stones. The rule of thumb is smaller stones are always going to be more affordable than larger stones. And even in moissanite, which mimics Mother Nature's recipe for this, but does it in a controlled laboratory environment, you still have a really wonderful price savings because smaller stones are more abundant wherever they're sourced from. There's always going to be smaller stones. And that's where a big price savings come in. So you've saved a bunch of money on the get-go. $14.99.99. Shop LC suggested retail on this if you found something similar out there in the marketplace. And again, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think any of the start prices are even close to what you find out there. I think that's just so low. But that's okay. 5-star reviews on this baby. You've got kind of an Art Deco look on here. You've got a pear shape, you've got an oval shape, you've got a cushion shape, you've got a round shape, and they're all filled in with moissanites all the way around. So you look at that, okay, and it's the look and the feel of something that has a lot more carat weight, all right? So you've got you see what I mean? Okay, larger stones and few of them versus smaller stones and a whole bunch. But now your sparkle window is huge. Okay, huge. This is available in 3 sizes. We've got 6.5, 2 of them. 7.25, we have 7 of those. And if you need an 8-inch bracelet, we have 3. This is going to be shop 6. Shop 6? Yes, shop 6. And 6.5 inches, 3.85 carats, 7.25 inches, 3.65 carats. There's a little bit of a variation there, and I'm not seeing those numbers. But more links means more moissanite. It means your wrist is going to sparkle from every angle all the time. Look at that. I love the variation in shapes here. The marquee shape. The consistency of this, too, is that no matter what shape is being used, the heart and soul, the center of each design is this beautiful little band of baguettes. Okay, so a lot of sparkle on these. Now, DeJoy, that means that's our brand, done in 925 sterling, and then it's going to have rhodium on top of that for a bright white metal finish. The number of stones, keep in mind that a person has to set every stone. This is not something that AI is doing. This is not like checking in at the Volkswagen plant where, a robot is putting all the fenders on. No, this is seriously one of the last bastions of artistry. And it's done so beautifully. My goodness gracious. All right, your everyday price on this one here at Shop LC is $464. All right. Free shipping so far on every item this morning, but when you type in live 25, it goes from $464 and change down to $347 and change. And if you want to choose budget pay, it's already waiting for you. Not checking your credit, none of that stuff. You just choose budget pay. Yeah, I'd like to make one payment today, and can you give me some time on the balance? Yes, of course. And guess what? We'll not charge you any single. No interest. No interest. Your budget pay goes down to $69. I'll just say $70. I'm going to round it up. It's a little bit less than that. $69 and change. That is an elegant, rich look. So sophisticated. And you do have the double clasp. You do have 2 safety closures. And you've got the little plunger on the insert, so it's really, really beautiful. Let me show you the end of it. See that? And it's 360 degrees, okay? All the way around your wrist. So smooth. The setting on this is just gorgeous. I mean, silky smooth with every single setting. All right, my friends. Your budget pay goes down to $70, $69 and change on moissanite. Available in a few limited pieces. We only have 12 altogether, so type in shop 6. When you type that number right down below, we'll send you the link to this item on the Shop LC website, and you can take a deep dive into how it looks and what the carat weights are and all that. But it's another one too that gives you a super amount of flexibility. Anytime you can hold a bracelet and it normally almost folds back on itself and folds flat. If you're a bracelet lover, you are really going to appreciate the engineering on this because it is made to be worn every single day. If a bracelet could beg, Tyler, this one is begging. Take me home. I want to be on your wrist. I'm serious. I mean, the wearability on that is just off the charts.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I'm telling you that, listen, I love bracelets. They are instant gratification, guys and gals, because you see yourself wearing that beautiful thing. I love these earrings, and when I have them on, I know I have them on. And occasionally, at a stoplight or when I'm turning, I may see a little glimpse of myself in that rear view, okay? If I'm walking past a display that has a mirror, I might stop and go, oh, hey, hey. But on the regular, if you're wearing a necklace or earrings, you don't get to see yourself wearing them. Maybe when you take a pause for the cause and you get over to the washroom, you see yourself in the mirror while you're washing your hands. But bracelets are every moment that you're wearing them. You get to enjoy the look and the silhouette of knowing you've made an incredible purchase and saved a bunch of money in the process. Okay, my friends, that one is shop 6. We're going to move. We're going to groove. I'm going to see if I can wipe some of this off of here. Sorry about that. But join us. I mean, the live streams happen Monday through, they're every single day. So join the live streams and have some fun. If you're busy in the kitchen and you need some company, gosh, we'd love to keep you company right there in the kitchen. So come on in and have some fun with us. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Hold on. That did not help at all, Tyler. Let me grab my other cleaning cloth so I can get this done. My friends, remember, your personal shoppers are also there to help you. And that number is 888-835-2237. They are there to answer any question. And personal shopping is a little bit different than regular customer service. Regular customer service is, you sort of queue up and first come, first serve, and you meet that person that day in that moment. Personal shoppers are different. You don't realize that you'll meet a jewelry friend, a kindred spirit. That will be your personal shopper. You'll be able to communicate directly with them. You can send them an email. You'll swap phone numbers and contacts, and they'll get to know you. If you're looking for a particular thing, or you have a jewelry wish list, or you need to multiple buy, or if you're a reseller. Did you know that we're very reseller friendly here at Shop LC? Well, we are. That means if you have a business, you are the family jeweler. Oh, hi. You are your family's jeweler, or you just love giving beautiful gifts, or maybe you want to, stock your booth at the next farmer's market. This is the place to be, honestly. You don't have really any minimums here. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. I mean, it's just gorgeous. So personal shoppers, 888-835-2237. And we're very reseller friendly. I'll say it again. Now, Tyler, do you see the cut on this moissanite?
I do.
What do you think, my friend?
I love it. It's kind of bold to me, which I like. It's
what
cut.
What catches your eye first?
It's got little, squares or something.
Yes.
Like refractions. I don't know how to explain it.
Yes. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, if you look at this profile view, take a look at this. It's a kind of a bridge shape on the top. So it's got a dome, sort of like a cabochon, sort of smooth on top. And then look at this. The gemstone cutters went back and placed rectangular facets across the top of the stone. And then you have the facets on the bottom, and you've got those playing together. And that's that crisscross pattern that Tyler was talking about. And he nailed it. What a great eye. I love that. Well, I mean, it's a big footprint. So you can see it. You can appreciate the incredible cut on this one. And this is a cut that really did not exist. Your grandmother has nothing in her collection that has this type of cut on it, unless your grandma's my age, and then she might. That's okay. Hi. All right. The center stone is about 3.63 carats, and it's this gorgeous hybrid The shape in the outline is an emerald cut, so it's going to have those cut corners. The shape of the center stone actually follows the shape of the mounting, okay? And then right here in the bail, you've got these beautiful little princess cuts, which add, oh man, I don't know if it's razzle or dazzle or razzle and dazzle, and it's so much more than that. Altogether, 4.25 carats. Now, you've got an 18-inch chain on this one. So the chain is included, and the chain is going to be done in sterling silver. The mounting itself is no small piece of jewelry. It's also done in sterling silver. But you're really going to love the way this sits on the neckline, and listen, Tyler's just getting his jewelry feet wet. Okay, he's not been in the jewelry business for a long, long time. He comes from an entirely different field background. I was thinking background. Yes. So for a person who doesn't normally for a person who's not obsessed like yours truly with all of the details, I think it's really interesting that this piece gives the opportunity to be so noticeably different and unique. There are not many moissanites cut like this. There are not many gemstones, period, cut like this. It takes a very special lapidary artisan, a gemstone cutter, to make this piece. This one is going to be shop 7. Yep, shop 7. And you know what else we have with this one? When you type shop 7, do this for a second. Just type shop 7 down below and go back and look at the lineup here, because there's actually one in a champagne color and there's one that is in a blue color, and the fancy colors in the moissanite, seriously, it is a party on your retinas. These are just gorgeous. Automatically, you have the over-the-top sparkle and just the dazzling beauty of the stones just by themselves. But then you've got these beautiful designs as well. Oh, you know what? I looked on the bottom and I was like, man, I wish we had that to show. Oh my gosh. Oh. If you had a blue diamond like that, it would be in the Smithsonian right next to the Hope. I mean, if you had a blue diamond, and you know, when you combine that huge amount, thank you so much. When you combine that huge amount of dispersion, the fire that moissanite does, it outperforms diamond. You can measure it. It outperforms diamond. It's just gorgeous. They are such unusual pieces, and they're stunning. All right. Shop LC price on this any day of the week. Well, only the days that end in Y. Okay. $324.99, which is nuts. This is a super fancy shape. It's now on clearance because altogether we only have 52. So we've got 31 of the white, 10 of the champagne, and only 11 of the blue. You know what? If you're a March baby, and at some point all of us think, well, that's my birthstone. I love amethyst though, so maybe not. But if you're a March baby and aquamarine just doesn't do it for you for whatever reason, it doesn't sparkle, it's not color, whatever reason it is. If you just wanted to replace your aqua or your alternate stone, which would be a blue topaz, if you wanted to replace that with a blue moissanite, and people say, what is that? That's my birthstone. Is it real? That's what people are going to ask. Is it real? It's real gorgeous. It's real pretty. It's a real moissanite. All right, clearance price at $243 for one payment. Your budget pay is $48.75. Yeah, talk about affordable. But you type in Live 25 and $324 every day, already marked down to $243, clearance at $243. Now you Live 25 and your price goes down to $182 and change. Divided by 5, take the budget pay. Your price on this, chain included, sparkle included, goes down to $36 and change. $36 and change. And you've got the free shipping, and you've got a 30-day window, and this will be delivered right to your doorstep. And you can try it on in the comfort and the safety and the security of your own home, on your own time, in your own space. Amazing. $36 and change. And you've got 3 color options, but you gotta hurry. There's 11 in the blue, 10 in the champagne, 31 in the white. Those are not big numbers. Not big numbers at all. Are you looking for the it accessory for your wedding? I mean, Moissanite is just, I probably shouldn't use this word, but I'm going to tell you it's perfect. It is perfect. I'm a diamond grader. I used to teach people how to grade diamonds at GIA. I used to work for a diamond company. And I'm going to tell you, Moissanite, there ain't nothing like it. It's spectacular. It looks fantastic if you're looking at it on a screen, big or small, but there is nothing like allowing yourself to really connect with this gemstone. And you do that by getting it in your hand and actually looking at it. You don't have to be a diamond grader, a jewelry collector, a retailer or reseller, a jewelry aficionado. These are stones that by design, they just reach out and grab your attention. They really are spectacular. All right, everyday price takes the budget pay down to $36.56, and you have just locked in a budget pay from $48 to $36. So you save that amount of money on every single budget pay along the way, okay? Every single one of those budget pays. So that's going to be shop 7. We are moving and grooving, and we're going to bring up the Regalia line bracelet next. And remember, we showed you the tennis necklace earlier. This is a tennis bracelet, but it's not the standard that you normally want. Standard design on a tennis bracelet, a bunch of round stones all lined up circling your wrist. This is a variation on a theme that's got a beautiful icy glow because of the way it's designed and because of the stones that the designers have used. There are 2 of these. Wow, there are 2 of these and that's it. And this is shop 8. Type that number above into that box below, and you will get a full photo album of this piece. They are gorgeous. Now, let me see. Hold on. Am I looking at the right one? Yes. Okay. Here it is. This one is 8.5 carats. And here's the thing on this one. You can see from the picture that there's a little going on. There's a little, okay, let's change the pattern. This is what makes this look so rich. The switch in the silhouette from the round to the square, and by the way, those are Asher cuts. You know, an Asher cut is this sort of emerald cut hybrid. Somewhere along the way, Joseph Asher said, let's see if we can kick it up a notch, okay? Well before emerald kicked it up a notch and went bam in your kitchen, the Asher family of diamond cutters changed the world of sparkle and diamonds. It's laborious. It requires bigger crystals. It adds extra facets. It extends the depth of the stone, which means it changes the sparkle movement of light through the stone. It adds extra facets to the top, and you still have those cut corners. It's one of the most expensive cuts. And when you start throwing around the word Asher cut, you just automatically think cha-ching, because it's almost always reserved for exclusive, expensive, high-end jewelry. And here we've got it for you. Everyday price on this suggested retail is about $1,700. And we can argue that all day long because your carat weight here is silly again, 8.5 carats. I mean, 8.5 carats. Those are not small stones, my friends. There's a big experience waiting for your wrist. So $1,800 retail. If I saw that at $1,800 retail, I would seriously think about that. Oh, just put it on the card. I've got some interest-free payments on there. Okay, I'll make 24 payments on that. Yeah, I will. But you don't even have to go there. You're at $227.99 on the everyday price. If you take $227 and you divide it by 8.5 carats for top quality moissanite, that is not what moissanite goes for out in the world of retail. But you, my friends, are shopping with Shop LC. We are your jewelry advocate, sourcing them direct, building the designs, putting together the pieces, doing the finishing, doing all the assembly and the artwork, and I call the heart work, designing them so that you can have a true luxury experience and a common day value. This goes down from $227.99. You type shop 8 down below. You get yourself to Shop LC and scoop up one of the last 2 of these remaining and type in Live 25, and it goes from $227.99 all the way down to $170.99. I'm just going to say $171. Divide it by 5 budget pays, and you can take home this look for $34.19. You would not buy probably one moissanite for $34.19. You wouldn't. Really, walk into a store that has high-end moissanite and look around the cases and ask yourself, okay, if I pull out a 10 and a 20 from my wallet and I just say to the person at the desk, I'm here to buy a moissanite, just one. I just want one moissanite. I just want to own it, okay? And I've got $30. Security, we have a person. We have a person. That's a problem. Maybe I've just been doing this too long. I mean, I'm just, the wow factor for me every single day is amazing.
You can read my handwriting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. We've got about 40 minutes left because we're going to take a little pause at 9:50 to switch gears and get set up for the CBD event, which is coming up next. We've got a special guest who is definitely an expert in that field, and you are going to really, really, really rethink what you know about CBD. That's going to be coming up in the very next show. So we're only a little bit away from that. All right. In the meantime, I'm Becky Booker, a graduate gemologist. And yes, I'm very passionate about these items and these values because they are the real deal. And then in addition to that, the Live 25 coupon is going to save you 25%, but only Cinderella, okay, only for 48 hours. And then all you're going to be left with is the pumpkins and the mice, okay? Don't do that to yourself. Come on in and grab these while you can. These are pieces that we build. We do the work. We bring them to you every single day in every single collection. All right. I started off the show with this one. And this, Tyler, I'm not kidding you. I really think this is going to be my next one. That shield shape, really, you should think about adding this. This is a very handsome piece. Listen, everybody, especially in the world of gentlemen's jewelry, it's a pretty interesting split. About 90%, I feel like, of jewelry everywhere all the time is for us, for, gals. And then there are gentlemen that will come in and wear it as well. And sometimes it's just a preference. Sometimes it's maybe it's a.
I like the shield, like
a lifestyle choice. Yeah, you can't always. Not every guy can wear this every day to work. If you're working trades, you're not going to wear that every single day. But when you're at home and you got that event to go to, or maybe you just enjoy getting dressed up just like us, that's going to be great. Now, sizes on this, we call it a gentleman's ring because technically it's going to be in larger sizes. So we have sizes in this one from 9 up to 14. Is that right? Yeah.
From 10 to 14.
10 to 14. Okay. 10. I think we have some 9s in there. No, we don't have any 9s? Anyway, check it out. Okay, you can check it out. Live 9. Shop 9. Type that number down below and save 25%. Our everyday price on this is $227. Okay, and we're talking a carat 10. Look at that. I would seriously wear that. This one is made in the USA, so we have a manufacturing team now here to help us manage costs and give you incredible value. Made in the USA, and it's stamped right inside the band of this. This is all sterling silver, and then it's finished off with gold. And I'm telling you, that is a stunning piece. You have beautiful presentation on that. So whoever is your superhero, this is their ring. Or I'm going to tell you, if you just need to feel shielded or grounded, this might be the piece that reminds you you're safe, it's okay, you're good. Our everyday price on this at $199, that's kind of blowing my mind. Estimated retail on a piece like this, and gentlemen's rings can be pricey because there's just not as many of them. $2,300 on a piece like this at regular retail. You're talking about a carat 10, and altogether you have probably, you have 145 moissanites. So, you've got this entire shield. And are you looking at the symmetry here of how beautifully these are placed? Just look at the way that they line up. And then you've got this gorgeous perimeter, beautiful balance. And most of these on the side are actually sort of snuggled down. There's a little step, so they're sort of snuggled down, which means all you feel against your skin as you wear this are those smooth edges. It's almost like a bezel set, but there are little tiny prongs in there that hold every single one of those stones in place. $199.99, our everyday price on this, right here at your good friend Shop LC. But today, my friends, we're giving you the family deal on this one today. You type in Live 25 and it goes from $199 to $149, and then you do a budget pay on this and it goes on to $30 for $1 a day. You know what? Get this now. Stash this away for dear old dad, okay? Stash that away for dad. If he wears jewelry all the time, it's a must-have. And if he just has one or two special things for those events where he gets dressed up and he gets out there and he just, looks all fresh, this is the ring to own as well. It will look fantastic across all wardrobe types, against any personal preferences. And man, I'm just going to tell you, that's a good looking ring for $30. 5 budget pays interest free. Yes. And you know what? Everything that we presented today also has this Secure Shield, which is a little insurance policy, which gives you some extra peace of mind. All the information is available when you check out as well. So check that out. Now, we don't have a lot of them, unfortunately. We only have 5. Okay. We have 5. Ladies, I'm loving this. That's really beautiful. Look how gorgeous that is. The center of the hand, yes, absolutely. If you know, this is the ring for the mama bear, the papa bear, the family superhero. Really, really stunning. All right, we're going to be moving on. That's going to be shop 9. Thank you all for joining us on the live stream. Coming up next, we're going to have some wonderful CBD products, and I'm not even going to tell you who the special guest is, but I'm going to tell you, if you are a home shopping fan, you actually may very well recognize our next guest, okay, on our next segment. But we're not done talking about the magic of Moissanite right now. Your options for a full spectrum of beautiful pieces of jewelry at Shop LC are absolutely unbeatable. Now, coming up next, this is going to be the first bundle and save that we have. And bundle and save, I got to tell you right now, what did I do with that? Bundle and save is something that is available only to live stream, or only our live stream shoppers. Here it is. When you start talking about a spinner ring, that is a whole other wow factor. And this is not just a spinner ring. This is a drop-dead gorgeous dome of flash and fire. I mean, seriously, you can see the dispersion coming off of that as you spin it around. So this does have a little bit more of an elevated top on it, but absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is going to be our first bundle and save on this one, okay? And we'll show you what that looks like in a second. There's a beautiful video of this. When you type in Shop 10 down below, we'll send you right to the page at the Shop LC website. This is available in 925 with rhodium, so sterling rhodium or sterling gold. Yes, you can get this with gold on top of the sterling silver base. But when you talk about the movement on this and just how this is built, oh my gosh, that is amazing. This is one of the most glamorous fidget toys you will ever own. These are moving parts. You start adding moving parts to jewelry, you're talking about, you got to know what the heck you're doing, okay? The ring by itself is normally $304. Okay, so $305 normally. Estimated retail on something like this is $16.99 is where we're starting. $304.99. Your budget pay right now with our everyday prices at $61. $61. When you type Live 25, your everyday Shop LC price, okay, of $305 goes down to $228. $228. And then your budget pay goes down to $45.74. Now, here's the magic of this crazy thing, which is a live stream exclusive. And by the way, yes, the pendant also spins. The pendant also spins. Oh my gosh. Spinner rings. My goodness gracious. Chains included. So this is going to be Shop 10. Is that right?
Yes.
Shop 10 and Shop 11, right?
Yes.
Shop 10 on the ring, which takes your budget pay down to $45.74. The 25% savings takes it from $304 to $228. So you're saving right around $80 when you do Live 25. But when you type in Shop 9 or Shop 10, these will both show up, and you'll have an opportunity to grab them both and save 10%, except for the next 48 hours. You always have a bundle and save opportunity, but right now, the pendant, chain, and the ring, you can save 10% on both, and I'll show you what that math is in a second. Shop 9 and Shop 10, but look at how this shows up. And it's flat on the backside. So that means it rests beautifully. And because it's got the spinner mechanism into it, it's a little bit heavier. So that means it's very unlikely to move around. It's going to sit, it's going to stay, and it's going to sparkle and shine. And you are going to be the belle of the ball. These are both going to be just a little bit less than the diameter of a quarter. So they've got a beautiful presence on them, and they are gorgeous. All right, Tyler, let's show the bundle and save. Now, on the ring, word to the wise, the original production run on this was probably close to 300 pieces. We have 54 left. The pendant, we have 19 left, and that's it. That's it. I can tell you for sure these get retired so quickly, and from the beginning, we don't have very many of the spinners that we make because it just is incredibly expensive to build them. $304.99. Your everyday price on the matching spinner pendant is $269. When you bundle and save, they come up to $574. If you buy this one today and then that one next Thursday, they would normally be $574. When you bundle and save, the $574 goes down to $517. Okay. When you take both of them, you get the bundle and save and the live 25, which means $574 to $517. Wait for it. Wait. There's more savings. The both of them go down to $388. Oh, yes, please. $388, which means your budget pay for both of them, only the next 48 hours, is $77.66. Now, this one by itself, once the live stream price expires, this goes back to a regular price of $304. But when you bundle and save, they're $388, which basically means when you apply all of the extra savings and discounts, you're basically, it's like getting the pendant, Tyler, for $8. $80? Have you seen jewelry at an art fair?
I was going to say free.
Or at a farmer's market? It's basically free. You can't even build this for $80. I mean, there is a complete 360-degree rotation, and look at how that spins. I mean, you've got a level of spin on this one that's crazy. Because it wiggles, I really can't, I can't really show you like I want to, but oh my goodness. It spins like that. Once you get this on your neckline, you're going to have that spin. I mean, seriously, this is probably the coolest fidget toy you're ever going to own. I mean, this is the answer to pen clicking in a busy meeting. You just play with your jewelry. I love it. It's like getting the pendant. It's like getting the ring for $80. I love that. All right, bundle and save. Secure Shield is there. These are both free shipping, but they're both very limited. We only have 19 of those pendants, and the chain, the 20-inch silver chain, that's included. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, we're going to be ending this one, this particular installment, in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to try and get you through the rest of the assortment that we have pulled out for you. But I'm going to tell you, oh my goodness gracious, that bundle and save. Okay, coming up next, we have a beautiful cushion cut that's kind of got an art, kind of like an art deco. Now it's the same mounting actually that we had in the first piece, but it's scaled down just a bit. So we had a very similar mounting earlier, and you can see it's got a larger cushion cut, and I want you to see from a far away, because even from a distance, you can tell that this one is just a little more impact, and this one is just a little bit more reserved, but still both very stunning on the hand, and absolutely noticeable from across the room. Heck, I would say maybe you could see this from one side of the football field to the other. But it's beautiful. You still get that same chevron design. You get gold on top of the sterling silver, and you are going to take this home for a Shop LC price. Put the lid up on the washing machine because we're about to knock your socks off. Already? Now, this is available in two different finishes as well. So you've got rhodium sterling, and you also have sterling rhodium and sterling gold. But let's talk about the savings opportunity right here, because that is a fabulous silhouette on a hand, and very, very, you have a hard time pinning it down. You know, some things you can say, oh, that's all the rage right now. All the girls are wearing that one. But you look at this and your mind stops for a second. You skip a beat. Is that a family heirloom? Did somebody leave that to you? Did you inherit that from somebody? It's kind of got that vibe to it because it's such a gorgeous Art Deco inspired piece. but this one is brand spanking new. And you didn't inherit this from somebody, but with the way this is built and the way that it's put together and all the high quality components, this might be a piece that you pass down to your next generation. Think about that. It's got that kind of staying power built in. Our everyday price on this is $249.99. Your Live 25 savings takes it from $249 down to $187, and that's free shipping as well. Everything has been free shipping today. Then $187, when you figure in the budget pay, goes down to $37 and change. When it says delivering joy, listen, it's the only recipe we know. How do we take our passion for beautiful jewelry and our ability to source globally from different gemstone creators, from different mines? How do we source the raw materials that it takes to turn them over to our very talented teams of jewelry creators to get you that experience? That is the value factor right there. I feel like we're just cheerleaders for value. We really are, because there should be, you should be able to get this kind of value and savings, and you should be able to feel good about your purchase no matter what your budget is. Have you ever had that moment of compromise where you realize that this is what the budget is and you just got to make the most of it? And so you just get sort of a token something or other, something that you wish it could have been better, and your gift recipient receives it and they know you gave it your best shot. We got a great email from a viewer a few years ago during one of the live shows, and she wrote in and she said, the thing I love the most about Shop LC is that I live on a fixed income, but my gift giving dollars go further, and they speak differently because my dollar goes further at Shop LC. I can give more gifts, is what she said. I thought that was like, wow, that's deep. I loved that. That's such a great sentiment. I really love that. So take it home. Now you've got a 30-day money back guarantee, so you're not risking a single thing, of course, except living with the regret of not getting it. Okay. It's definitely beautifully styled. It's definitely beautifully finished. And gentlemen, if this is a piece that, you're thinking, ooh, if you sit in a size that fits you, this is a very handsome piece. I'm just going to say lots of angles, lots of nice setting on that. So it's a nice, low, sort of compact piece. So you've got glamour and sophistication and elegance, no matter how busy you are, okay, or not. All right, that one is going to be Shop 12. And word to the wise, we have 18 of those. That budget pay of $37.49 is a done deal. There's no interest that gets added to that ever, okay? And in this case, there's not even any shipping charges. So try it. Try Shop LC for the very first time. If you're just scrolling through the socials and you happen to come across Shop LC, we do the live stream shows several times a day. You can watch them on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. And when you get these home, if you've never joined the Shop LC VIP page yet, well, come on in. Over 6,000 very, very, very joyful, happy people who just love getting great values and knowing that they've got great looks in the meantime. You can post your selfies. You'll meet friends there that you didn't know you that are just waiting for you. So join the Shop LC VIP page today. All right, we're going to be moving on. So that one is going to be Shop 12. Can we do this little one next? Can we do this one? You see what I'm saying here? I think it's going to show up as number 14 on the cascading droplets. Can we do that one next? Can we make that number 13? This one? Where are you, Tyler?
I'm sorry?
Can we do the
13, yes.
Yeah, we'll make this one next, cascading droplets. And again, it's a very sophisticated piece, something that you would think is going to show up on, the pages of a fashion magazine. This is going to be one of those pieces where they you see it on the model of the person that you recognize their face because they're a recognizable person in the public arena. And then they've got that little close up that's just a silhouette on the neckline that zooms in on this piece. And they talk about how it looks and who designed it and all the sophistication of the piece itself. Yeah, that's it. This one is going to be Shop 13. And it's called the Cascading Droplets. And it's just beautiful because you get a really amazing collection.
14.
I'm sorry, 14. Yes, thank you. 14. you get an amazing collection of shapes. An amazing collection of shapes. Now, word to the wise, there's 16 of these. You have a big pear shape at the bottom, so you want kind of a focus point, and you definitely have it here. You've got kind of a little lariat style. You do have an extender on the back, and this is set in sterling silver. And I believe you've got 2 color choices as well, or is this all going to be in rhodium? Oh no, you have 2 choices. So if you love the look of gold, this is in sterling and yellow gold or sterling and rhodium. So yeah, you've got the option. And you'll see that when you type shop 14 down below. We'll send you the link to this item on the website. You can go back and check it out. And again, check out the entire photo album of every single piece. All right, this is a combination of different shapes, which is one of the things that makes it really beautiful and interesting to look at. Your eyeball recognizes that there is something different going on there, and that's where your wow factor is. But also it makes it a really big challenge because every single stone has to have its own unique mounting, and then they all have to be put together for the final look. But just look at the elegance of that. Now, this is going to be measured at 18 inches, and that's measured to the top of the drop. That's considered 18. So you've got actually, this will be about 2 inches below. So that will give you that beautiful lariat, which is so dramatic and so gorgeous and so wearable. This is a combination of pear shape, square brilliance, trilliant cuts, rounds, and then you've got, I think, some cushion cuts in there as well, some ovals, and just an entire collection of very fancy shapes. And the cool thing about moissanite is it performs beautifully in every single shape. You don't always get that in every stone. Sometimes when you cut a stone in a different shape, you compromise a little bit on the sparkle factor. There are 2 5-star reviews on these, okay? 5 stars. And this one is not an all around. So this is going to be about half. And then you've got a beautiful sterling silver chain with a drop as well. So 18 to 20 inches, you get a level of adjustability on here that's really gorgeous. Really gorgeous. $249.99. You say, well, I wanted to do this one next, Tyler. $249.99. I'm going to say something really bold here, but I really stand behind this. I think you would pay that much for a piece in Austrian crystal. And Austrian crystal, I'm not saying don't buy Austrian crystal, but when you think about what you get for your dollar, Austrian crystal is a very particularly manufactured type of glass that's used in jewelry because it gives you sparkle and brilliance and scintillation. But it will never be this brilliant, this sparkly, this gorgeous, this fiery. And at $249, you type in live 25 and your price goes down to $187. Oh no, is that right? 187? Oh no.
Yes, 187.
$249. Oh, that's right, because it's 25% off. Oh, okay. 25% off. It goes down to $187. I was not expecting a number that low. Then your budget pay brings it down to $37.50. Yeah. And you own the room. You just became the it girl in the room. You did. All right. We're going to be moving and grooving. And again, we're going to be wrapping up here in just a little bit because we've got a little bit of an extra transition time that we need to get ready for the CBD show and a very special guest. I cannot wait for you to meet the very special guests. So that's going to be a really, really, really great time. So we're going to take a break at 9:50, and I hope you'll refresh, fill up your coffee cup, and come back and join us because in just a few minutes after that, we'll start the CBD show. 2 hours of deals on some really gorgeous CBD products. Okay. What next, Tyler? What do you want to do next?
Shop 15's Asher Cut bracelet.
Oh, okay. Shop 15. Where are you, Asher Cut? Yes. Okay. Shop 15 is the Asher Cut bracelet. And let me make sure I'm getting the right one. There we go. There we go. That's the Asher and the round. That one is the Asher Cut. And the Asher Cuts, here's the thing. These are such dispersive stones that sometimes you have to give them a second look to make sure that you are looking at the right one because you almost have to look past the sparkle to see the shape of the stone. And it is an absolute game changer. Let's see. Hold on. Do I have this one? I'm just double checking here because I think both of these are half and half. That one's half and half. And this one is also half and half. Let's see. Okay, let me give you a minute to review the Shop LC personal shopper number because it's a really important number. It's the closest to instant gratification that we can get. Some people, and me included, sometimes you just want to talk to somebody. That number is 888-837-2235. 888-837-2235. And the personal shopping team will help you out whenever you're looking for a particular piece. Is it under my book? No. Let's see. Oh, you know what? It's half and half. So it's another one that's half and half. Is that right?
Oh, yes, I see. Okay, yeah. So it is, yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. Okay, so...
Okay, yeah, so it has the square and the round as well.
Okay, so it says... Okay, so this is a smaller version of the one that we did earlier, I believe. Yes. Okay. All right. Half and half, rounds and ashers. And let me just show you how gorgeous this is. Let me make sure. Let me see. Okay, got it. So yes, there is your asher cut half, and then there are your rounds. And they're both so incredibly brilliant, which is very strange because an asher cut, just by the way of the stone, the way the facets are shaped, is going to be a little bit more low lights glamour than high sparkle drama. But these are so beautifully cut, absolute perfection when you're talking about cutting, that you get this amazing. I'm just trying from a distance. Look at the sparkle on that. That's a wow factor. And you've got an insert box clasp. You can absolutely wear this every day on the daily. This might become your favorite everyday bracelet. I'm serious. Life is too short to let this sit in your jewelry box, my friends. But look at that all-around sparkle, okay? Now, this is going to be altogether around, let's see, I'm not sure how many carats, about 10 carats. About 10 carats. 10 carats. It just makes you want to do the happy dance when you know that you can afford these pieces. Absolutely stunning. All right, this is available in 3 sizes. If you need a 6.5-inch bracelet, my friends, we have 4 of those, all right? If you need the 7.25, we have 15 of those. And if you need the 8-inch bracelet, guess what? We have 5. Not 15, not 30, not 50, not 500. We build them, we make them, then we retire them and move on to the next spectacular collection. When you see DeJoy stamped on a piece, you know that's the Shop LC exclusive, all right? We don't build this for, any of our commercial clients. This is a Shop LC exclusive, and it is a powerful piece on the wrist. Your everyday price on this, we'll refresh that in just a second. Sterling silver with moissanites, and these are big stones. These are 4-millimeter stones, which means in the real world, if these were diamonds, each one would weigh about 15 or 20 points each. So you've got a massive size when it comes to doing these in a tennis bracelet. I'm just going to tell you, for example, you could buy 20 points for each ear and spend hundreds, if not over $1,000 in diamonds just for each ear. This is $23.99 suggested retail out in the world for moissanite and silver, the same components, apples to apples. Shop LC, the DIY, you buy it from the wholesaler, you buy it from the manufacturer version, is $34.99. And the live stream 25 for the next 48 hours for those of you who are tuned in, tapped in, turned on to deals like this is going to save you an extra 25%. Yeah. Which means $349 goes down to $262, and your budget pay goes from $70 to $52 and change. Yes, please. That's almost a $20 savings on every single budget pay. It's not that crazy retail savings where you have to buy 4 to get 20% off the 5th one. No, this is a 25% savings when you lock it in right now. You're not giving up anything. Except you're giving up regret. You're giving up regret because you're not waiting. You're not missing the deal. I love it, guys. I really do. I love thinking that you're going to wear this to all those great events. I mean, goodness sakes. Many of you, prom is going to be coming up. Is it prom that comes up in the spring? There are bat mitzvahs, and there are cotillions, and there are weddings, and there are anniversaries, and there are graduations, and there are celebrations. Maybe you're just going to live in the moment, and whatever you got a promotion at work. Maybe you've worked long and hard for many, many years, and it's time for you to retire, and you want to gift yourself something that marks that milestone. Maybe you've worked really, really hard to get yourself in shape and feel better, be your best, look your best. Give yourself a reward. This is affordable. $52.49. Plus, you have a 30-day window to get this home, free shipping, and take a look at it. They are spectacular pieces. Guys, we just do things different. We are different at Shop LC by design. Our way of looking at life and looking at value is just completely, wonderfully, amazingly refreshing. This one is Shop 15. We only have altogether 24 pieces in all the sizes. You take that number, Shop 15, and you type it in that box below. We will send you all of the details located at the Shop LC website, including a video of this, so you can see how this moves in lighting. And then you can get it home and see for yourself. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous thing. All right, Shop 16. I'm watching the clock. We have about 10 minutes left. We're going to wrap up a little bit early today to get ready for the CBD show, which is coming up next. And oh my goodness, guys. All right. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just wanted to count the main prominent points on this one because, Tyler, am I wrong? Does that remind you of a snowflake?
It does.
Okay. So it's not just me.
No. It does.
Listen, if that were just in my head, you wouldn't offend me if you said to me like, no, that doesn't.
No, it does. It looks like a beautiful, like glistening snowflake.
It does. Oh my gosh, that is incredible, friends. And you're talking about a piece that's not small. This definitely has a presence. This is gorgeous. Now, this is the Cristanimo cut on the Moissanite, and you've got some really spectacular features on this. Each one of those little points is finished off with a gorgeous, gorgeous Moissanite. In fact, altogether, you've got a total of Moissanite carat weight here that weighs in at about 3.5 carats. But that centerpiece is just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at that. All right, let's talk about the value here. Estimated retail on this is right around $1,000. Okay, there are 7 perfect 5-star reviews, which means you don't have to take my word for any of it. You can go on the website right now, type in Shop 16 that you see here, type that down below, and get yourself over to Shop LC and read actual user comments on this piece. I mean, we get 5-star reviews on a lot of pieces, but I don't think I've ever seen 7 5-star reviews. And there are only 5-star reviews. There's not one review on this one that's less than 5 stars. On the neckline, wear it 24/7. I mean, just go for it. Chains included, DeJoy piece, total carat weight, 3.5 carat. Honestly, I thought it was a bigger carat weight. There's just such a gorgeous use of product here. Okay, $137.99. We both know that's not enough. I don't know who did that math, but they're my new Moissanite best friend. $137.99, and we're going to give you an opportunity. Oh, well, there's 3 of them. Okay. $137.99. You type in Live 25 and it goes to $103.49. And then it means your budget pay is $20.70. $20.70? No way. That does, cha-ching for 3 of you that picked this up. Go for it right now. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine wearing that on your next ski trip? Yeah, you're going to own that resort, y'all. You own that resort. That is incredible. So congratulations if you're one of the 3 to pick up the last 3 of that. That's gorgeous. All right, that's going to be Shop 16. Do we have time for one more? Oh yeah,
we do. Yes,
maybe one more. Which one do you want to do?
You pick. We can do the ring, the earrings.
You want to do the earrings that I've been wearing the whole show? Let's do that. Okay, I've been wearing
Shop 21.
Yes. Can we do that one?
Let's do that one.
Okay. Is it going to be 21?
It'll be Shop 17.
Okay, Shop 17. Shop 17. I've been wearing these. Listen, ladies, we're all busy. Let's just face it. We do stuff at every age. Women, ladies, friends, we are busy, and there is no quicker way to pull a look together than a stunning earring. And these hoops are easy peasy glamour. Now, they're going to ship to you for free, all right? And you can see on the website, when you type in Shop 17, we'll send you the link and you can go back and look at it. But there's a lot of measurements. This is just a tad bigger than 1 inch. And for me, that's the sweet spot. Because I'm wearing all sorts of crazy funky glasses from time to time, all the time, can't see a thing without them. So I'm very conscious of what that silhouette looks like. And sometimes I'll wear a big bouncy earring. But for the most part during the day, I just want something that looks really great. This is it. I mean, I don't care if you're just going to go sit in the cubicle all day or if you're, sitting next to the dance floor at a big event. I don't care. You look gorgeous in these earrings. Your everyday price on this, suggested retail, is about $1,500, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500. Now, we could have done the inside out, but honestly, I like the way we've kind of gone old school on this. And we've kind of given you that all facing front look. Okay. So I love that. But here's the thing. This is one of the easiest earrings you will ever put on. There's no earring back there. None. There's a post, which is a fixed post, and a little receiver here. And they're lined up. You may have to give your finger a little bump or a little push to get that in, but it goes in and your lobes are locked and loaded. $214.99. Type in the code LIVE25, and the bottom line is your budget pay goes from $43 down to $32. See, it's easy. Seriously easy. You never have to worry about an earring back. And if you need a little extra room to get that open, I love that it's a hinge and it opens really nice and wide. So I love that. All right, Shop 17, only a dozen of them waiting, and massive savings on that as well. 7.6 carats, and they're not heavy. They are absolutely not heavy. You seriously don't even know that they're on. And you can do this as often as you need to, and there's plenty of room for an earbud in there as well, so they don't get in the way at all. All right, can we do one more? Can we do this? Can we do the one right above that, 20? Can we make that 18 really quick?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Throw that in really
We're going to do this really, really quick, and then this is going to be the last one. We're wrapping up a bit early because we're going to do 2 hours of CBD products with a very special guest. I'm getting giddier and giddier by the minute, which is hard. This is a true wraparound bypass design because there's an opening between those two elements. If you are a fan of the twin flame concept, where you've got two halves that make a beautiful whole, this is yours. And there's a little extra forgiveness on this one because they are not soldered together in the middle. So you've got this beautiful open space. Now, this is not a ring that you can crank it open and push it shut. You've got all of those stones. You buy this in your size, and maybe you've got a little wearability if you've got some similarity in sizes. But please try to keep this intact as the size that it is. $127.99 is our everyday price on this one, okay? And this one weighs in at 1.10 carats. You've got two beautiful blossoms right on the top of your hand, and they are stunning. Look at that from across the room. And it's a super low profile, so I love that it makes a big impact, but it's nice and low, so it's beautifully balanced as well. $127.99, free shipping. Your budget pay goes from $25.60. When you type in live 25, it goes from $127.99 to $95.99. That means your budget pays down to $19 on that one. Sorry, not sorry. That's a great deal. Look at the design on that. It's a very complicated design. Really, really a lot of high-end labor on that. Okay, my friends, that's it for the Moissanite show. We've given you an absolutely incredible collection today. Beautiful rings, earrings, bracelets, and some magical statement pieces. So please go back and review the lineup because the deals are dazzling and the Moissanite is marvelous. And you know what? You deserve beautiful luxury items at everyday prices. All right, that's it for me. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with CBD. And not only will it be a learning experience, but these are products that may help you out with the little everyday aches and pains and strains and sleepless moments that we all have. Coming back in just a bit with CBD right here on Shop LC Livestream. Bye, y'all.